Wonderful Sunday morning and happy October 1st, 2023, the 10th month of the year. And it's time for a Sunday morning story before we get out and do the thing that we need to. If you're going to a march, now hopefully you're going to march yourself to a place where you can be thankful, to a worship house. But this is about another type of march. And it's important to do these acts too, because we have to have solidarity and stand up against injustice or, acts that are unethical. So yeah, let your voice be known. This is by Martha Freeman and illustrated by Violet Kim. Look at this. I can't remember where I got this book from, but yeah. If you're going to march, you are going to want a sign. A recycled pizza box works well. People go to marches because they care about their country and want to make things better. Well, what happens at a march? Remember we talked about the March of Washington? Was that 1963? And we were talking about Phil Freelon yesterday. I did not realize, he is the architect. He was the architect of the Smithsonian Museum of African American Art. I didn't realize that he passed in 2019, and his wife is this phenomenal jazz artist. Oh, and just listening to her music. And then they have a son who, I think both of them, multiple Grammy award winning accolades, and then just a gifted family. But anyway, his legacy was that his parents were active in civil rights, and he was able to pour into so many projects because of his giftedness and genius. So we have to be good stewards. We have to be good stewards of our talent. That's what I'm saying. Remember, he said that he would only build museums, research centers, libraries, schools, and not casinos, not stuff that will tear us down. No penal system, jails, no. All right. What do people wear at a march? Is it okay to dance if there's music? Find answer to these questions and more in this inspiring book about exercising your right to protest. And yes, it's okay to dance. It's okay to celebrate. David danced. So many people dance. Celebration. All right. If you're going to a march, you are going to want a sign. A recycled pizza box works well. Nice. They're making signs. Very good. So you're going to be outside. Be sure to check the weather. You'll want to have layers for cold, an umbrella for rain, or a hat and sunscreen for sunny days. I can remember the march and the protests for the teachers union, and oh my goodness, and how many days we had to stand on the corner. And I remember painting picket signs, and it was very interesting, and having hot chocolate. Well, we believed in our children, and we wanted certain protections. We wanted high standards for our youth, and conditions so that we can give our very best. So sometimes demonstrations are necessary. Hopefully we won't have another one. And come to think of it, it was October of probably 3 years ago. Anyway, gotta prepare. Wear sturdy, comfy shoes. Travel light, but pack snacks and water. If your grown-ups choose to drive, parking may be tough. You may want to walk or bike if it's not too far. Otherwise, take the train or the bus or the subway. You probably will not go by hot air balloon, but don't you wish you could? Yeah, just fly over. Yeah, I remember when all those teachers were taking over the streets downtown and the west side. So many people have come to the march just like you. They are showing they care about their country and want to make things better. That's why we do the things we do. Some people make speeches. They are excited and shouting. Remember who was behind Martin Luther King? Dr. Martin Luther King, when he was on the steps giving a speech, and someone said, "Tell them about your dream, Martin." You know who that was. A good friend of his. He would stay at her house when he would come in town. Mahalia Jackson. And that's when he extemporaneously started speaking about his dream. I have a dream that Exactly. It wasn't planned. But genius doesn't have to be planned. It's within you. A march is serious business, but it's not healthy to be serious all the time. That's right. If there's music, feel free to cut loose and dance. The speeches are over. The music is done. It's time to pick up your sign and march. That's right. Do the math and science. Speak up. Peace begins with me. Hate has no home here. Double notch your shoelace so you don't trip. That's a good one. If you're careful, you won't get lost, but make sure you know your address and phone number. You might have to use the bathroom. If you do, give your sign to someone to hold. Bring your own tissue. Bring lots of Kleenex and hand sanitizer and water. I'm going to add that. If you've made a friend, ask them to wait up. Right. I remember marching in a protest around here. Let's see, that was 95th Street and Western down 111th, and we marched to the police station. And yeah, it was about police conduct, but it was about crime also and individual accountability. It takes all of us. Yeah. I remember marching past the police and praying for them. There will be police officers at the march. Their job is to keep people safe. Some of them ride bikes. Yeah. And we're cheering for our new commander or chief, our head of the police department, Larry Snelling. We'll work with you. There will be reporters too. Their job is to tell the truth. If you want to answer their questions, speak in a loud, clear voice. There will be cameras everywhere. It's okay to smile. If your legs get tired, you can hitch a ride. Protest is patriotic. While you march, you will probably chant. Good chants are, "Show me what democracy looks like." This is what democracy looks like. And the people united will never be defeated. There are plenty more. If you see people who disagree, be polite. Sometimes democracy looks like disagreement too. Maybe you will sing a good old protest song like "We Shall Overcome." Look around at your family, your friends, and your neighbors singing. Strangers are singing too. All of you together, all of you caring. Now you know for sure why you came to march today. There's a warm feeling in your heart. Hey. At last, it's time to go home. You wish for that hot air balloon, but you did a great job letting your voice be known. Later, you'll be tired but happy. That's what I'm saying, is satisfaction in standing up. Yes, it is, for good. Today, you showed everyone you care. You did something good for your country, your community. Don't let your markers dry out, though, and keep saving pizza boxes, right? You will want to be ready for the next time because you're active. Yes, all of us are activists. Beautiful. Afterward, in the United States of America, we, the people, are in charge of government. This means we, the people, have to tell government what we want. When you're an adult, you can do this by voting and running for office, but anyone of any age can protest and march and stand. There are many examples of protests throughout America's history. In the early 20th century, protests helped women gain the right to vote. In the 1950s and 60s, yes, protests help African Americans stand up and get the rights. Martha Freeman has been marching, sitting, and carrying signs, wearing armbands for a long time, and she lives in Philadelphia with her family. And Violet Jung-Ah Kim, at the moment she is living in Seoul, Korea, waiting for her next journey while drinking coffee and listening to music. And she loves to travel and go all over. All right, they've inspired us. Let's not sit down, let's not stand still, but let's be counted and make a difference. Have a wonderful last quarter of this year.